Now, Germany's finance minister has promised additional aid to Ukraine and expressed his support for the delivery of cruise missiles. During his first visit to Kyiv, Christian Lindner said that Germany has already provided some 22 billion euros in aid since the start of the war, and that Ukraine can count on more during the coming years. Lindner said that the reason Russia attacked Ukraine was because Kyiv had turned towards the West.
Ich bin zuletzt Anfang des Jahres 2020 in Kiew gewesen.
I was last in Kiev early in 2020 and held extensive talks with representatives of government, opposition, civil society and business. At that time, I got to know a society, a country that had decided to turn towards democracy, towards a market economy, towards the political West and its values. I am convinced that Ukraine was attacked by Russia also because it had opted for the community of liberal democracies and against the authoritarianism of Putin. It was attacked because it wants to overcome oligarch capitalism and establish a stronger market economy. It was attacked because it opted for an open society.
And for more, I'm joined now from Kyiv by DW's Mathias Bölinger. Mathias, tell us, what else did the German finance minister say about the issue of supplying cruise missiles to Ukraine?
He didn't elaborate it. He said he voiced his support, but the decision is obviously not his and certainly not his alone. And he did not bring a message on that to Ukraine. That was his opinion, but that was not a message from the German government. It's also, of course, not his portfolio, so there wasn't necessarily the expectation that a decision will be made now. And what he said is that the German government and the finance plans for the next few years foresee an annual amount of 5 billion euros of direct military aid, and he said that basically that this aid will continue as long as necessary. He said that the perseverance of Ukraine must be greater than the malignancy of Russia, and Germany is committed to continue financing all kinds of military equipment and aid to Ukraine.
OK, so he's making very clear that Ukraine can expect more aid from Germany. You mentioned military, but what other aid, what other support might Germany be looking to provide?
So one of the big topics is, of course, the reconstruction of the country, and the reconstruction has already started in those parts that are where it's possible to reconstruct. Of course, there are parts of Ukraine where it wouldn't really make sense at the moment to invest a lot of money in reconstruction, and there's also going to be some, well, there is budget aid to Ukraine's budget via financial institutions, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, and there are other ways of that where Germany is supporting. That's also a long-term, as he has said, commitment that Germany wants to rebuild the country after the war, starting now, and there is hopefully this part will be bigger and the military needs will diminish if the war is ending at some point.
Mathias Bölinger reporting from Kyiv. Thank you.